Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at the state of altcoins. In this video, we usually take a look at BTC.D. Sometimes we even look at the BLX divided by total 2, which is another way to measure strength of altcoins and the valuation of Bitcoin. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So, currently, right now, for this week, Bitcoin dominance has risen. It is now at 42.29, with a increase of 0.47 percentage points for the week. Last week, we had a pretty crazy week, where it went up as high as 43% dominance and dropped as low as 40.98. But ultimately ended where we started the week, giving some kind of doji candle. In TA, a doji candle would stipulate something of indecision in the market, and that the following week or the following candle would help emphasize the direction the market's tending to head to. So in this case, if we were to take the week as it is right now as the close, the direction is up, and it seems to be the case currently. Bitcoin is gaining dominance, gaining market share of the entire market. And we could potentially see another test of the 20-week moving average for the Bitcoin dominance. Back in July and August, early August, we had a test of this 20-week moving average, which ultimately got us rejected and brought us down to as low as 39 or so percent dominance. So if we were to make that test again today, the 20-week moving average currently is at 44.58%. So from here, that would be a pretty significant move, right? To say the least. That's more than 2% gain on Bitcoin dominance, and we're talking about a lot of money in that sense. And so that's something that we would be looking at right now. You can ultimately call this a dead cat bounce should we get rejected off that 20-week moving average, much like what we saw here. We saw the initial drop, had a bounce. You would call that a dead cat bounce, and then breaking further down. I do believe altcoins do have another leg in this cycle, and I don't think this is the start of Bitcoin coming back to 70% dominance as an example. Maybe as high as the 50% dominance, which is something that we talked about during this trend up here, that it could reach this high point here, but it ultimately didn't. So keep that in mind. Obviously, 50% dominance is far, far away. We would have to break the 20-week moving average for that to happen. So now let's take a look at BLX, or yeah, let's take a look at BLX divided by total 2. Sorry, no. Total 2 divided by the BLX. There we go. And so this is the chart that we see here that, constitutes the strength of altcoins. So the all-time high for the strength of altcoins we have not seen yet. The all-time high is still from last year, which was roughly about 30.61 million Bitcoin. Right now, we're currently trading at 24.995 million Bitcoin, but we had a pretty impressive move up, and it was from this from this falling wedge that immediately bounced off the 20-week moving average, and here we go again. And so again, we could see this chart is also basically replicating. In fact, one way to look at it is that it's the inverse of total of Bitcoin.D. You could see that we're trending down, and that we are heading towards the 20-week moving average. So what could happen? If Bitcoin breaks the 20-week moving average, then I would say that Bitcoin dominance has a pretty surefire way of gaining dominance. Bitcoin will be gaining that market share. We could be heading towards past the 20-week moving average. I mean, even from last cycle when we broke the 20-week moving average, when it was the market cycle peak for that matter, it was a multi-month, almost a year-long period of getting from 36% dominance all the way up to 70% dominance or so. Again, I don't believe that is the case currently, but that is something to keep in mind, right? If we do break the 20-week moving average, that is not something that we'd really like, because that would also mean that we would be probably breaking the 50-week moving average as well. And at that point, we don't necessarily know when the bottom would be in. We could be looking at the 100-week moving average, and at worst, okay, at worst would be the 200-week moving average, which is currently trading at $15,943. And from where we are right now, that would be a pretty scary drop. That would be a 61% drop from where we are right now. Anyway, so in short, Bitcoin dominance is not looking good right now. If you are into altcoins, for that matter. Bitcoin is currently testing the 20-week moving average. If we do break that 20-week moving average, then you can then believe that the Bitcoin dominance would be trending up. Because if Bitcoin dumps dramatically or continuously pumps, then altcoins will have a very hard time keeping up or outpacing the largest asset in the digital space. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.